Yo, and welcome everyone to another episode of All Out Pummelling. I'm JP, going by TCat. We've got a very excited PK, aka Leafyboi, over there.
Oh, hi. I'm finally
also...
beaten.
PK, what you been doing?
I was in the middle of a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Fantastic.
Weeb alert! Weeb alert! Weeb alert!
Oh god. And also our resident weeb alert in the middle. We have Joe, aka the Kroc.
Hello.
Hello. All right. So round 5. What an explosive round! There was quite a lot of people getting pooped on out there.
It was quite a one-sided round for the most part.
Yeah, I think the closest, or one of the closest, was John versus Tom. But even watching it, I was just like, oh no, Tom's just got this, hasn't he? Deontay can't do anything.
Managed to bring it back to a 2-0 though, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There were a lot of 5-0s this week.
Yeah. Like 5 or 4 O's. Any highlights you guys got?
Ooh. Absolutely none.
Absolutely.
Not off the top of my head.
I wonder why. I quite enjoyed just the very start of Chris Munden versus Stu.
I did like.
In comes Glissapod versus Steelix. It's called the Exeteer, and it hasn't even triggered its ability yet, but it gets red carded out. So the Exeteer is flying off again.
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite funny.
Stick and move, stick and move.
Yeah, but it was quite an explosive round, which sort of paved the way for round 6. I think it was. I think everyone can still get into the playoffs. Am I right? Or
no idea.
Maybe not. Maybe not. What about Geel? What about Sanson?
What about Geel in the bottom there?
Yeah, isn't he? He's pretty hard up. I don't know whether mathematically he can.
Him and Stu are both 5.
Okay.
No, those two are confirmed.
So Sam
okay,
Stu,
so they are
whatever the
confirmed
losers bracket's
out
called.
of Pearl.
Diamond. So isn't
No,
Diamond?
Diamond's the winner. Pearl's.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So confirmed in Pearl.
Who are you playing? You're playing.
Actually means then that Chris Munden and Sam Allner are confirmed into Diamond.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Very cool.
I think the only way I can get in is if I win 5 or 6-0 versus John Cox.
Yeah. You're up against
me and Ed also can't get through.
Oh, you're pooped.
Billy.
Yeah.
Oh, Kroc, yeah, you are as well.
What about you, JP?
I can go down. But I'm pretty strong in Diamond at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, you would need to get wrecked, and we would need to.
Yeah, I have to get wrecked
heavily as well. I think.
Hard.
Yeah.
I think
I'll
even
have to see what happens there.
I think even Alana can get through if I beat Dom.
Yeah,
and
I think she can.
Alana beats Crispy as well. So
that's pretty close in your group. Like.
The only person in positive points in the Greek group. And then in Ultra group, so you can go through, but very, very difficult.
I have to smash John.
Who's currently in second.
Because Tom's confirmed going through currently.
Because
he beat.
Yes.
He beat me and he beat
his
John.
Lowest is 4 and 2.
Even if Zoe wins, next match, he loses.
Yeah. So that means Zoe's confirmed.
No, Zoe.
No.
If Zoe beats Tom Goodsir and you beat John.
Okay, it brings John down.
He can go through, but then you have to beat John enough, and so that Zoe doesn't go past.
She beats him. Yeah.
Also, because if Zoe wins, then that's another roadblock for you as well. So Zoe has to lose, and you have to smash John. Otherwise, if Zoe wins, it has to be a very narrow win for her, and you still have to smash John.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
But yeah, so all to play for. I think
I didn't even think about the next group, to be honest, or the next round, to be honest. I'm in losers bracket from the start.
Well, there's been a lot of stuff going on. Like there's been Avengers: Infinity War.
I know.
Endgame's come out,
Avengers,
and then
Game of
Thrones is
back, and last.
I spent 13 hours drinking on Saturday. Like, so I'm just.
What?
It was
Why wasn't I invited?
Right.
Oh wait, no,
It was my uni friends.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. This what I think we've all just not thought about Pokemon pretty much since we recorded the last episode.
Yeah.
Like, we've just been busy and just done other things, and it's like, oh wait, yeah, like the rounds
Every now and then
we're almost at the end of the season. Like,
Yeah. We were thinking with the name rater, we need to catch up on some. So we've got 2 of those coming up later on. But as we did PK's match last time on the special, it's only be 2 matches today. I asked him, PK said he didn't have anything else to say about it. So
no, I had a really
That's all I
kind of
gotta
like
say about that.
I had a pretty flimsy game plan going in that, like.
Yeah.
It was very easy.
So I was like,
Pretty much. No. It was very easy to like counter, and just he did, and I was like, oh, I had a bad game plan. It's fine.
Yeah. No. Well, it's fine. You'll get him next time. Who are you fighting this round?
Oh, we'll be fighting Ed this round.
No. Sorry, man.
There were no good options. You could have followed up with that.
Right.
Oh, I'm fighting Ray. Oh, I'm fighting Ed. Oh, I'm fighting Rob. Well, yeah, that's a group that you probably.
You definitely had like the in my opinion the hardest run through, because obviously you had to
Well, that's
fight.
because he came
so-
qualified him first.
Yeah,
So
Well, yeah,
he
but
should have
the
done.
qualified in first was pretty difficult.
but yeah, I mean, his first group was pretty difficult, and then qualified first in it, and then ended up in another hell group.
Feel that beginner's luck, man. That's what it is.
Well,
It's run out.
The best will out. The best will out.
Right. Well, shall we get into our first game for today, which is going to be Joe of the Kroc and Croconaws versus Zoe of the Royal Ascot Altarias.
Yes, indeed.
Very nice.
See my boy Salamence back there again. Couple of little shaman.
Yeah. I remember what my plan was going into this.
You go into amnesia every time we go into your game. It's like, oh, what's that? Oh, no, it's just no good.
I think I basically got as far as Thunderous kills all of them if he sets up.
Okay.
That was.
I think I vaguely remember.
Yes.
Some prep for this game, and
So-
it involved you smashing Zoe every single time with Thunderous, and then it.
And there was a
didn't quite work
particular
that way.
item on the Thunderous, I think, as well. If I remember correctly.
Oh,
Didn't you have a?
I don't think I had it in the actual game, but
Oh,
I
okay.
did it in the practice. But yeah.
Right.
What was that?
Hey, we don't want to say. Just in
Oh,
case.
is it? Oh, is it a spicy strat?
My ding-a-ling.
Okay, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So, okay, looking at Zoe's lineup, what are you most afraid of? Is it Wheezing and Bishop?
Getting walled
Wheezing
by
is annoying as hell. Bisharp, yeah, it's a problem. Just big sucker punches. Because also it's Steel Dark.
Steel Dark, yeah.
Steel Dark, yeah. Well, and learns a good whack of fighting moves. So my defensive core of a ground ghost and an ice type
Yeah.
sort of gets shat on by that.
And
So
it's got Defiant for your Intimidator.
yeah.
Pretty sucky.
My Intimidator? Who's my Intimidator?
Sharpedo, right?
No.
No, he's.
Oh, sorry.
He's speed boost and then
Speed
strong
boost.
Oh, yeah. For some
Yeah.
reason. It's so intimidating, man. Why did I think of Intimidator? Who's your other Intimidator?
I don't know. I can't even remember who's on my team at this point.
Because you normally always have a Hitmontop, but you don't have it.
I wish I had him on top.
It's a good Pokemon. So you just got this Breloom obscured by an Avalugg, by a coffee
Yeah.
table.
And
I
a
think-
Primarina.
Yeah,
There.
Primarina's here.
Primarina's here. I can't remember. I think we're gonna have to get into
We'll
it.
just get into
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like,
I
should we
can
get into
remember why I lost, and I will go into that.
Okay.
Basically, Zoe had some setups on some mons that I just wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
So we'll go from there, shall we?
Right, so Ronslow, ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Right.
Zemna. Oh yes, the
yes.
controversial name change.
So straight away here, I was like, right, I've got my nasty plot up, everything's fine. I can now one-shot her entire team.
Open the game, right? And then okay, hyper voice, that's fine. Citrus berry, okay.
That is a full HP, full special defense Mega Gardevoir.
Yeah, me and JP were counting it because
which is the only reason it survived.
Can we pause it there quickly?
Yep.
So I want to own up and say, I'm sorry, Joe. This is my fault. Every single time I did a prep match against you, it was full speed, full special attack. Mega Gardevoir who got one shot every single time.
I was like, right, that's not an issue I have to worry about. I was like, it's super effective. It should be fine no matter what. I have 2 times special attack boost. Didn't even bother calking.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then
apparently that thing is a wall as hell.
Yeah. Me and JP were watching because obviously we'd done it when we were recording the last game, and I was desperately doing calcs like, how does it live that?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, it lives.
It's got to be full HP, full special defense with a positive special defense nature to live, and I'm like, or something like that. I'm like, wow, that's a prep right there.
Mm.
I guess does the job.
Yeah.
She needs a special wall. She's got one.
Yeah. So this is like the one scenario, I guess, where doing the prep games doesn't always help you out, and sometimes can one-foot you. So people who say that, I was like, I don't like it when you do all the prep games beforehand because it's like you played out the match already. It's like, well, the match you actually play can be completely different because it's different minds doing it, and sometimes we just bring the smoke on sets.
To be honest, most of the time, any of the prep stuff, unless you say to them, "Oh, could you bring something special?" You just rip a smoke on set and put the right type of hidden power on it, and that's about it. So that was the first hurdle, and I was like, right, I probably lose now, because that was pretty much all I had going for me. I knew Sharpedo could do some work in the back. I was very shaky on my Victini set, as I always am. Yeah.
Should we resume?
Yeah.
I think
3, 2. Oh, so we're on turn 3. So 3, 2, 1. And takes a hyper voice, eats that up quite nicely. Got a ball for the kill. On Zemna.
This is Assault Vest.
Assault Vest, okay.
Believe.
I think it's normally run either Assault Vest or Choice Specs. Occasionally leftovers, but
I've got a nice cheese set in mind, so that might be coming soon.
Okay, very nice. Get a special D drop on Tiki Winkle.
Yeah.
Forces
So
out.
the other thing that I wasn't prepared for was this Shaman is full HP, full physical defense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
To complement that
impressive
Gardevoir and that Wheezing. Which
looking at the rest of your team, unless that's a special Victini.
I think it is Z Celebrate. However, knowing that there is a Bisharp who can one-shot me with a Sucker Punch.
That was a nice switch on the Sucker Punch there.
Yes, I did play around the Sucker Punches pretty well, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, there's only so many times.
Yeah.
Get it right.
And it doesn't matter if I switch away from the Sucker Punch, if I haven't got a good switch in to fight it anyway, I'm good.
Yeah. Just saps you for a couple of % HP.
Yeah.
Some leftovers. This thing is already nearly back up to full HP.
So we get the Z Celebrate, but now I know Bisharp here can do a lot of damage to me with the Sucker Punch. And I know Wheezing has the Haze, so...
Oh, see, yeah.
I
remember you were saying
careful.
that you were annoyed that you had to get Victini in so early.
Yeah, I had no option because I had no way to get through Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that there, I had to... Clicking the Searing Shot was the only way I could kill the Bisharp, as if she hard switched to it.
Yeah.
So even though I didn't kill the Rotom, that was the best shot I had at winning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I guess play the
that was the winning play, but it didn't work. So it ended me up in an even worse situation. But if I was losing anyway, it had to go for the risky, hope it works play.
I think maybe a U-turn set on Victini could have been quite nice this game, because it's still super effective against the Shaman. If it's obviously going to switch out. If it does stay in, you still get an okay chunk of
But
damage.
then I lose the Celebrate boost. So
True.
I need to have a drastically different Victini. Yeah. That's the problem with Victini. You never know whether to bring in physical, special, Celebrate, choice. Z Crystal, you're like, which way is it going to go this way?
It's got too many options. Like...
Trick Room.
Down goes the coffee table.
V Crate.
It worked.
Iron Ball, V Crate.
Iron Ball V Crate. So slow. Always moves last.
Did I do that this season? Pretty did that.
You were going to Iron Ball on Thunderous, weren't you?
Yeah.
I did it in the... Oh no, that
or
was going to be...
Rob? Or...
No, I was going to do it on Thunderous, versus Coco. Yeah, so it was grounded to get the terrain boost and in Trick Room and being slow. So him Power Ice, but then the berry, and I've now haven't got the speed boost, so down we go.
Good night.
This is another name that's changed because it was Desdemona, I think, of the name rated. It was
yes.
Faba.
So here I know I've got the sash, so the only shot I've got is to go for... I went for the Rock Tomb. I had a choice between that or Spore. But I knew that killed it, and Spore only put it to sleep and then would try to kill it, so...
Yeah,
I think
but now you can
Breloom
Spore
here,
someone else if you want to.
Yeah, Breloom does a lot of work here, if I remember. He takes out the elements and puts that to sleep, and sort of does a bit of damage against this, and I was like, maybe.
Yeah, gets a speed drop, like...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I was like, maybe he could go all the way.
Does this have anything for Shaman? No, probably not.
But then the problem is,
speed
this
drops,
thing is full HP, full physical defense.
And you have 2 defense ones left.
Yeah. So all I had left was physical options, and if you see here, an Ice Fag just isn't enough.
Yeah.
The only thing I had to hope for was a freeze there, because now that will heal it up, plus leftovers, I think. Yep. Yeah. And then this is a damage roll, but even if I got the kill there, all that would have happened is... Bishop would have just killed it.
Oh, and then the 1% live.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's bad.
I don't think it was...
But that could have been quite important, because, you know, with it being such a narrow margin to get through next round.
Would have been a thing.
Could have helped, because then you could have get through with a 5-0 instead of a 6-0.
So, like, if I had Aquajet on the Sharpedo, then I could have, had killed. I'd done that, then Aquajet's a thing, and then hope it's asleep, and then hope that Weezing stays asleep, but...
It'd be a long shot.
I didn't. Like... It was a long shot. Lots of things would have had to have gone in the right way, and... Yeah. No, I just wasn't prepared for the full physical tank Shaman and the full special defense Gardevoir, so...
Good brain. That was good brain.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunate for you, but very, very well done to Zoe.
However...
Pretty well, prepped really well, and however...
This game has led me to an epiphany I had back before Season 2. I had a team-building epiphany, which led me to assemble that team that won the whole cup.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and now I've remembered the exact same epiphany. And I was like, yeah, that is really good. Wait, didn't I do that before? Oh, yeah, I need to start doing that again. I don't know if I can implement it this season, but...
It's strange, though, because your team this season is kind of like it's a pseudo Season 2 team. You've got a lot of stuff from your previous season.
Not as bullshit.
I've been playing it very differently and bringing team compositions that aren't the same as what I would have brought before.
You've been playing it quite offensively. You've just sort of been like, send things out boost straight away and then be like, deal with this thing I've just boosted.
I think I've been somewhat playing this pretty brainlessly. It's been like, if I nasty plot and win, don't need to think any more about this match.
When the temptation is there.
It's so good to know that film.
Yeah.
I mean,
you have the dream that
you'll
just do it on turn 1 and then win the whole game with a 6-0 and be like, alright, that was done, right.
Well,
no one was ready for curse laps.
Isn't that what I did against Ray or whatever? I just sent out the noon turn 1.
You did?
Or it was against someone, I can't remember who.
I don't know, I did it versus you in game 1 of this season.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I was like, Thunderous, nasty plot,
1.
and I I was like,
and so I had to waste 3 mons till that Thunderous.
And then you still beat me.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He killed the one thing that you needed to kill his one thing you couldn't kill.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Broken Brenda. Anyway, should we get on to game 2?
Yes,
it's going to be a recurring theme ending on JP's matches.
Well, if you guys kept winning, then you'll be fine. Spoilers. Right, so this is my match versus Alana. Tokens and Toolkits versus the Weapon Wholesale, Chippendale, Monorail, Cottontail, Whale Lords. Oh, Smorgasbords! Smorgasbords. Yeah, so this was the team I brought this time. Again, I got my team that I brought Crispy, and then I just tweaked it a bit. So
you continued the theme that you were going on.
You notice I got the doggo there this time. I've got my my Crocky boy still there with Haxorus.
You seem to have cut the T-Cat and the Leafyboi.
Yeah,
but we still got the Kroc there.
Even though we did so well for you.
You did do so well, but unfortunately you don't do well versus Alana's team.
That's true.
The Haxorus in the calcs after, well, I think, no, so this was actually a choice band set on a brought on it, which I think does 90 to 100% to all of her team. The only problem is it does get outsped by a couple of them, and I wasn't quite ready for the one thing that did outspeed it.
Miltank.
Miltank, yes.
Wait, and I would say every single member of that team outspeeds it, right?
Isn't everyone faster on that team?
On her...
Her team is super fast.
That's true, actually, yeah.
The lowest is, what, Miltank with 100 base speed?
So, really, I started this Haxorus all wrong. It should have been full HP, full attack instead of speed and attack, which I think...
Or Choice Scarf would have been already...
Yeah, but I went banned because I was just like gonna hit things for massive damage. Massive damage. What was the game plan here? So I brought another bullshit Skarmory set. This one's slightly more bullshit than the last one, but I didn't get to use the additional move.
You did it with me in practice, and I swore at you for a good minute.
I don't know whether I wanna say it yet because it's because if it comes off in the league, people what? But
that team is lightning fast. I'm just saying, like, genuinely.
Like,
Miltank is 100, Raiku's 110, and the rest are 115, 16 plus. Like, what the fuck?
This is why the doggo's here, and the Kroc really needs a Dragon Dance. Oh no! Okay, I remembered
It's
the
Trick Room,
strat.
isn't it?
This is Trick Room, yeah.
Yeah.
So realizing that her team is very fast, Pangoro one-shots everything on her team with the right move. It's got coverage for all of them. So the plan is Trick Room, explode, completely original strategy, never seen it before.
Yeah, no one's ever done it before.
Go into
Season
Pangoro.
4, the return of Trick Room.
Go into Pangoro and then hopefully win the game. Or at least kill enough things that the rest of the team can do things. And it kind of went okay, but Miltank is a big, beastie, bulky boy. So. Or girl, I don't know.
Well, shall we get on in?
Let's go. So ready? Oh, music off. All right. 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay, so there's the monorail.
Monorail.
I was very tempted to go for an attacking move, but I was like, no, let's stick to the plan. Luckily, it went for Shadow Ball, so I was only going to get one turn anyway.
Were you full attack nature out of interest to get most damage out of that explosion?
I think I was full HP and full special defense because I wanted to live.
Just to live, yeah.
Just to live so I can do the thing. Yeah, and then
but focus sash.
Start clicking some moves. We get ourselves a Cottontail, and Nightingale comes out as well.
What do you think it's going to do?
Going to go down.
Straight away, this is a big hole in the team that you punched through.
Last turn.
And then Chippendale comes out. This will now outspeed me, and it's got fighting coverage, so it will kill me.
Big low kick.
So it wasn't actually even the Miltank that it did kick the bear in the nuts. I've correctly named it for this week. So getting the sword stance up. And then this was very sad for me, but many things happened.
Yeah.
So triggering the weak armor, but getting the paralysis. Alana says emotional roller coaster because so many things just happened there.
Bombastic turns.
Kind of going into the game, it's difficult to know what's going to go because we're still trying to gauge sort of how Alana plays as she goes through, because you can't count it out as an easy game, because obviously the first one...
Another paralysis on you there.
Yeah, another paralysis for me, not going too well. But yeah, she's been playing really well in all of her games. So.
Do we know what the heal bell was about there?
Yeah, what was that for instead of like milk drink?
Do you know, I think it was just
in case you toxic, maybe?
Maybe. I think towards the end of the game, she was like, oh, Skarmory just does spikes. So I think she thought I was going to be more stally, maybe.
Okay.
Or she just wanted it to go down to get something else in, I'm not sure. But then I'm in quite a good situation here where Shadow the Hedgehog can just click some moves and get some more damage or kills. But it will now go down to the Mega Alakazam.
Yeah, you got the lightning rod boost coming in. So
yes. I was super happy about that. Mimic's my Intimidate, but it's not going to do anything.
Down you go.
Down anyway. Now, me and my hubris, I'm like, yeah, Haxorus can take this. What's it got for a Haxorus? I can just, in my calc, Psychic doesn't kill me. Oh, Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah.
Which, I also got hit by in a couple of prep games as well.
Yep.
Completely forgot about it again.
See, and you knew that the crunch from this kills it, so I don't understand why you didn't go straight to it.
I wanted to get a kill.
You
for
wanted
Haxorus,
but
it was another death, unfortunately. But yeah, so that actually was very, very scary because there was no way in hell Skarmory was going to kill that Alakazam. So
a little bit worrying.
Yeah, I was actually very scared right at the end there, because if it got a crit or killed me for any reason, then I would have lost. So yeah, would have been a good. Well, it was a good game anyway. Yeah.
I mean, it could have been running Alakazam like Thunderbolt and things. I have a feeling
it does. I think it does.
It's a Gen 1 Pokemon. It probably does.
Yeah,
they'll get Flamethrower and Thunderbolt. But
I didn't think it would be running the coverage though, because they tend to run just like I don't know, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball, Psychic, and
Psychic, Psyshock, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah,
Dazzling Gleam.
Calm Mind, maybe.
Calm Mind too.
Counter Focus.
Counter Focus Ash, not Mega Alakazam also. Yeah, so just going back to the Manectric switch, that was the very first thing I learned about competitive Pokemon from the guy that taught me anything about competitive stuff, because I think I first joined the league shenanigans when I was still in Slovakia. And one of the dudes on my course there.
That fabled time, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I always forget. You're like, I was in Slovakia. But
one of the guys on my course there, he was like super into competitive Pokemon. He played on Showdown all the time, and so he's the person who sort of got me back into Pokemon, and he was just like, oh yeah, Mega Manectric's really good, because you send a Manectric, you get the lightning rod boost, and then you Mega Evolve it, and then you got a boosted Mega Manectric that pretty much one-shots everything. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'm gonna do that. And then here we go.
My first pro thing I learned about Pokemon was Togekiss, Serene Grace,
Body
Air
Slam,
Slash. Thunder Wave, Air Slash. That
sort of thing doesn't surprise me.
It was that and a Breloom Poison Heal set, and I was like, I didn't know you could do this sort of thing with Pokemon. Yeah. I thought you just had to, press damage moves.
Click Slash. Yeah, my Charizard's doing great.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I was like, oh, well, they're not super tanky, they're not super fast or anything like that. Like they weren't statistical outliers in their stats, therefore they weren't as good Pokemon as say Rhyperior, because Rhyperior has huge attack, huge HP, and I was like, that's all you need.
Yeah,
but then I was like, whoa. These movesets. What is this? Whoa!
I never used to understand the boosting moves. I was like, Sword Stance. What's that? I'm just gonna kill it now with Flamethrower or something.
Why would I just not attack twice instead of
keep using
Leer? Boost?
Yeah. PK, what was your first instance of competitive Pokemon?
Don't remember at all.
No, he's still waiting on that.
That's right.
Yeah. My first instance was you guys on TeamSpeak, and I was watching your matches and had no idea what was going on, but you were getting hyped, so I was enjoying it.
Belly Drum Lanoon.
I don't know what's happening, but this is interesting.
Yeah.
It's evocative.
Yeah. And in that season before I actually when I was like, yeah, I want to join this if possible, and then I just kind of like watched a shed load of YouTubers, and I was like, oh, so these are things that happen.
I find that's sort of like the best way to sort of get into it is like watch a few games and be like, oh, this is kind of cool. I want to learn a bit more. Watch a few YouTubers where they like pick good stuff and explain it, and then they do it, and it's like, whoa, this is really cool. And then they're like going through the thought process in the games, and it's it's really interesting.
Yeah, well, I was like, because I like the competitive side, and then it's like that's not a mod I ever expected someone to use, and like just like boost or use and celebrate or just do whatever. I'm like, that's really cool. What the fuck?
Yeah. Just before we go to the name raiders, do you find that you guys prep differently this season to how you do in previous seasons?
What is prep?
What is prep? Because I know
because we have the Prep-O-Matic.
Yes, the Prep-O-Matic does all the prep.
I can't get it to work in any of my versions of Excel or doc sheets or anything like that.
Need actual Excel.
Yeah, exactly. Without actual Excel.
To
me. You either can't use the drop-down arrow, so you can't click on Pokemon, or you can't. What's the other one? You can't type in.
You can't sort it properly, isn't it?
Yeah,
none
you
of the
can't
buttons
sort it. Yeah, the buttons don't work, so it's like never quite right. And
well, what you can do, if there is a particular matchup you want to do, you find someone who has got a working one, get them to do it, and then just screenshot it, because you get like PK or John.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
Working copies, obviously Dom as well.
I didn't know this was an offer on the table.
Yeah, you just needed it.
The problematic still lives. Because back to what I was going to go for. The season 1, I used to watch a load of Pokemon YouTubers, mostly A-Drive, but I just watch like all of his like team building things, and then watch how he plays the matches, like his thought process in the matches, and I found it kind of really helped me. Which I think I did quite well in that season. And then, season, also season 2 and season 3, I was just like, I'll see if I can take my knowledge and go with that, and it's not done great. But maybe I need to do more of that. More.
I've definitely changed how I prep, because like season 2, I don't remember. I think I just prepped by playing matches against you, and then
like the first half.
And then last season I started prepping for like every one of my mons versus every one of their mons, and just have a big table and just go all the way through. Then
your prep is just one big rabbit hole.
Yeah, pretty much. And then that kind of like that got far too long, and I just kind of like gave up halfway through, and I just did like the quickest stuff and be like, do I kill it in one shot? Okay, do I get one shot? No, all right, whatever, it's fine. And then this season it's still that. But now I'm even lazier. I'm just like,
it never sounds lazy though. Like when you're talking about it, and I can hear you like typing it all up, and I can just imagine the table assembling itself.
Well, the fact that he's making a table and assembling it is something.
Yeah. So I still prep all of my mons versus all of my opponent's mons, but it's just kind of like I've just got I look at like the coverage moves, which is partly my downfall. Like when I sent out something against Ray, this Mienshao used like Stone Edge, and I like wasn't on the 4 moves I saw that Mienshao used. Like so that's what I need to do. My prep has gone from like just playing and to in depth and then losing, and now it's kind of like lazy but sort of winning and then sort of losing because
it's not always.
So like my prep time is definitely cut down.
Yeah,
which is good because who wants to prep? Playing matches is fun. But like
we want to draft teams and play matches, not prep.
Yeah. My favorite thing about the whole league is actual drafts.
The draft is great. Can't wait for the next draft.
Everyone loves a draft. Everyone loves a
draft.
Joe, how's your prep changed?
I haven't had a lot of time.
You've been a busy
boy, and then with shorter time between each round as well.
Yeah, it's like, hey Joe, it's time to record while I'm pummeling again. Like, oh god, no!
And I feel my gameplay style has changed accordingly, because I've just gone, right, what's the quickest way I can win the whole game? Right, if this gets that boost, I win. Cool, right, done. Right, and the rest of it is like, and then I'm like, I guess I'll add like a Sharpedo in the back just in case. A couple of walls, that'll do it. Yeah.
I feel like that's why Ray's doing so well, because I think everyone's sort of going for the quick wins and Ray's in it for the long haul.
Yeah. I'm paying far too much attention to boosting. It's like, all right, if I'm +6 Lanoon, I win. Like, I'm gonna get this off. If I'm +6, I win.
That's the thing. I think before it was always a good, like, something to have in the back. I remember when I had Thunderous before, I never once ran him either agility or nasty plot. The whole season, every single game, I bought him choice scarf. Yet this season, I haven't brought him choice scarf once. I've just gone, but I kill them all if I boost. I think, I need to go back to them.
Like developing a new meta where everything has like raw or haze. Like,
I don't know what's
a lot of trick rooms, a lot of focus ashes. Like,
I see. Yeah, I think essentially there's not enough time to theory craft it all out in my head, so I've just ended up.
We've not had any of the priority berries yet.
Oh, the Custap berry.
Custap or whatever. Yeah, I've not seen that come up yet, and I thought it would have.
Keep looking at it.
Mainly because I forget it's there.
I think it requires a niche situation, really. It's not like leftovers or,
like
scarves and bands and.
Well, I keep thinking about it on Snorlax to get off a rest before they can kill me. It's sort of it's basically the plan.
You're not gonna kill me. I'm asleep.
But, a lot of the time, it just ends up being better to sort of run a leftovers. You go, okay, leftovers helps in every situation. Custberry helps me in this one niche situation where I take enough damage to nearly die, but don't quite die. And then...
Does it work on the like gluttony? So you'd use it at like 50%, and you're like, oh, I didn't need to use it.
I think
I've used it too soon.
Yeah, I think it does. So it's one of those, weirdy ones.
Yeah, that was because I had on the Scurry that I brought versus Crispy, I had a very specific berry, and then I was just like, well, why don't I just change it for this other item that's way more likely to activate? I don't think I activated this game, but I can't remember actually. I only just watched it, I can't remember.
Too busy getting paralysed.
Too busy getting paralysed, yeah. Alright, should we crack on with the name rater then?
Crack on to the names?
Oh, yeah. Okay, right. So, our first name rated for today is going to be mine.
Woo! It me, JP.
It me, JP. I thought, well, hey, we just watched my game, so while the names are still sort of fresh, I've got the wrong picture open actually. Well,
you got your season 3 picture.
I have got my season 3
not
picture
in order.
open.
Oh.
So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this picture open and I'm going to load up the other one on a separate window, and I'll just look at that and I'll paste it over the top. You won't even notice.
So do you want me to just send you the link?
Cool. So my first Pokemon, when I open up the correct thing,
that would be your Mega, JP.
It's your teammate. Come on.
Yeah. It descends in tiers, starts with Mega. It's fine.
If I can remember what. Oh yes, I've got the Mega.
It's coming back to me now.
Oh yes, I seem to remember. I was like, wait, I'm not Red Group.
Right, you know.
Yeah, I know. Hey man, I'm just getting into Diamond. Ooh. Maybe. Right, Mega Manectric. I've called it Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
It's the shiny colour, which makes it black, and it's really pointy, really spiky, really edgy. So, hey, Shadow the Hedgehog, named after the edgiest hedgehog in all the land.
Yeah.
I think we should take this opportunity to segue into the fact that the Sonic the film trailer dropped today.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Gotta go fast.
Meow.
Yeah.
Living in
What do we think?
Paradise.
Yeah, why did they play Gangsters Paradise? I was like,
For the whole
like,
thing?
what? 4 minutes? What is this? Why have they done this?
Part of me is absolutely crying. The other part of me is crying and laughter, and I can't wait to see it.
All of me is crying and laughter.
It's like they looked at all the Sonic games and were like, all right, these are the good ones, and these are all the bad ones. Which ones should we sort of take our inspiration from for the film?
None of them.
The bad ones. Yeah, Sonic Boom. Yeah,
Sonic Boom, yeah.
Let's go with
Sonic
that sort
Boom.
of
The kids love a
meal.
redesigned Sonic.
Yeah. It's for the kids, man. It's for the kids.
It's the human teeth, isn't it? That's what gets you. It's the human teeth.
Why has he got glowing quills? He only ever glows when he's jumping in the new ones.
Has he got green eyes? Does he have green eyes?
He had green eyes in Adventure.
Yeah, the new Sonic has green eyes. Yeah. Because chaos infected him in the comics or some bollocks. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
That's why he's more edgy.
Yeah.
The only good Sonic thing in this entire millennium was Sonic Mania. So,
hey man, recently there's been a lot more sort of Sonic stuff floating around because I think the Game Grumps started doing Sonic Adventure 2, and then everything on YouTube was like Sonic
while
stuff.
reading some very full-on Sonic fan fiction.
Oh god,
which is very funny.
It is very, very funny. I was just like, talk about the game. It's like, but actually, it's kind of very funny. But yeah, so there's been a lot of like Sonic fan stuff that's pretty mind-blowing. There's a Unity remake,
one way or another.
Remake of Sonic
06. Oh, yeah.
Which I really want to play on a stream at some point.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you've tried it, haven't you?
Yeah, they've fixed a lot of the problems, but it's still so broken. It's still so broken.
There's only so much you can fix.
Yeah, they have to keep it somewhat original.
yeah.
They just make their own game.
Yeah. But I think they've made Sonic run a bit faster. They fixed a lot of the problems with the muck speed thing, so you don't crash into walls and instantly die. And they fixed like the bits where you're on rails and then you just die and you can't do anything about it. So they fixed them as well. But you can still stand on
where he made out with a human girl. Sonic 06
is that game?
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, with silver.
It's a human teeth. He made out with his human teeth.
They had a really cool arch nemesis in Mephiles, who's like a weird evil version of Shadow, and then Mephiles, yeah. A really good enemy called Syphilis, which has riddled Elise. And yeah. Anyway, that's the weeb alert for that one.
I must correct myself before anyone says anything. When I said the best Sonic thing this millennia, or the only good Sonic thing this millennia was Sonic Mania, I was not including Shadow the Hedgehog because obviously that's Shadow and not Sonic. And Shadow the Hedgehog is the best game in the series after.
More like Shadow the Edgedog is the best.
Hell yeah.
And we have come full circle. But wait, I'm not finished talking about this film yet.
Somebody hold me back. Oh yeah, Jim Carrey's Robotnik.
There was a little good sort of like redemption at the end where he actually had the big moustache rather than
because he had a small moustache and hair and like a black outfit. I was like, what is going on here?
I think he must
in the picture I saw.
He must get like electrocuted by Sonic's blue glowy quills and that makes him bold and freezes out his moustache.
Do you reckon he uses his genes on his brain to supercharge
like that? It's going to be it's either going to be intending to be bad and therefore good, or it's just going to be so bad. It's like I think it's just going to be quite a good laugh.
I can't wait to see it because it's going to be one of the worst films I have ever seen, and I love that. I'm a man who loves his trash.
Yeah.
Hence the Garbodor. But no. My man, Eggman in this one. Are they going to actually say Eggman?
No, he's called.
Or is it just going to be Ivo Robotnik? Or?
I saw a thing today, which was someone on Reddit. I have no idea how true this is, has apparently seen an early cut of the whole film. God. And they did an AMA and posted basically all of the plot stuff and asked loads of questions at it. They have since deleted their Reddit account, but all the questions and answers are still there. And apparently they never call him Eggman, he is only called Robotnik.
Dr.
But I have no idea.
Best thing about the film.
Yeah. Give him that.
But would you say that really Sonic looks any worse than the uncanny Pokemon in Detective Pikachu? Would you really say he look? I mean, the human teeth are maybe a next level.
If he was green, if he was green, he could be Shaman in the Detective Pikachu. I think it's that sort of quality.
Everyone's going like, "Oh God, he looks so bad, looks so terrible." The Pokemon look fucking awful as well.
I don't know. So with the Pokemon in Detective Pikachu, like So all of the designs, they're taken from, it was a deviant artist, or sorry, it was either on DeviantArt or Pixiv. It was a person that did realistic drawings of Pokemon. And Nintendo saw that and they were like, hey, can you help us design some stuff for a movie? And then they based all the models based on this person's drawings.
Itty real life ones, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they all look kind of weird and realistic. Whereas I think with Sonic, they were just like, hey, yeah, let's just get a runner, paint him blue, give him some crazy CGI quills.
I think the difference for me is obviously like the intent behind. The Pokemon are like tended to look really like not actually like the Pokemon.
They're meant to look a bit
realistic,
like
but weird, and like Whereas Sonic, I don't think he's meant to look shit.
He's got Nike trainers, man. He's got Nike trainers.
But you think the Pokemon are meant to look shit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think like that's like a design choice, whereas Sonic is just
design choice. To make it look shit.
Whereas Sonic is just poor filmmaking or like poor CG. I think it is.
I'm just saying, it's something to think about if you're out there slamming one way but not the other way.
I'm looking forward to seeing both of those movies, but for very different reasons. I think the Pokemon one has a chance of being good, whereas I think this one is just pure rubbish.
I think
that's why it'll be
the
good.
Opposite. I think Sonic's going to be pure garbage, and that's why it's going to be so good.
But
whereas Detective Pikachu is going to try to be a proper film and try to do really well, and end up being just this cringy mess of, I don't know. But they've got Ryan Reynolds. He has, you know.
I've had a bit too much Ryan Reynolds though, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, he couldn't save Green Lantern, so he's not.
I like that
Can't
film,
do everything.
But based on my taste, that's not surprising.
I don't like Galactus being just a space tornado. That was a bit stupid.
Yeah.
Right, name rater.
No, wait, I am finished with this film yet.
Pokemon 2 of the first.
Pokemon 2 of the first name rater. We've got my Mimikyu, which I've called Jamie Rat Superfan. Because he's dressed up like Pikachu, he's evolved with Raichu. I was like, he's disguised as something, so he can
see, I think every time I see it, I think it's a bit darker than that. Because he's called Jamie Rat Superfan, but then he seems to have been dressed as what the offspring of himself and Jamie Rat would be. So I'm always like, he's dressed as it's like just imagine him there in the crowd going, "Hi, Jamie Rat. This is what our kids would look like. Hi." And I'm like, like every time.
He is a
that's taking a dark twist.
Yeah,
I'm okay with.
He's dressed as a Pikachu, not a Raichu. So it's like extra dark. Our kids would be so pretty.
I like it.
It'd be worse if it was a Pichu.
Oh no. God. Do you reckon they'll add a baby form for Mimikyu where he's dressed as a Pichu?
No, I hope not.
I
wouldn't mind an unmasked baby form with Mimikyu. I think it'd be all right, but
they'll never do that. The only time you get to see that is in the anime where it's in the water.
Or when it's using its doesn't have a special Z move or something like that.
Is it just eyes in the water? Is that what you can see?
Yeah, it's just black eyes.
Black eyes and a black thingy. And it kills Meowth many times. They have to bring his soul back, and they edit it out of the Western one because they don't want the souls being defeated.
It's soul stealing.
Yeah, but it still makes the noise. So whenever Meowth's soul goes back into his body, he goes wee. And they edit out the soul going in, but they still play the wee noise. Yeah.
It's like in the Pokemon manga, isn't it? Like really gory, and they all get torn in half and things like that.
Yeah. So Charmeleon, he bent an Ekans in half in the Red Blue saga. Pokemon Adventures, I think was the Pokemon Adventure or was the Pokemon Generations? I can't remember. The Pokemon
Weeb
it's really good. I say really good. It's really good as a Pokemon band.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, so that was Jamie Rat Superfan. Loves Jamie Rat just as much as I do. Maybe not quite. Actually,
yes, because
maybe a bit more. Hopefully a bit more.
Yeah. So next up, I have the Skarmory, which I have given 2 names to. First name is Kroc the Chicken, which is based off of something from Naruto Abridged. Weebla. But it did best in the Naruto spoof series show done by Little Kuribo, who does Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and yeah, he just did it better. I was like, Kroc the Chicken! I couldn't find the actual clip, but I did find it where they reference it.
I also have a joke.
Why, who let this guy in?
What do you get when you cross a chicken and an internet meme?
I don't care.
I
don't get it.
Well, you see, I have a pet chicken called Clucky, and, that's the joke.
Okay, somebody kill him.
But wait, I didn't tell you about the log yet.
Was it the box that says it also? Like, or the box just something different?
I think the box is just like the dangerous box, and it's like, fucking sucks.
That's what it was. Fucking sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah, okay. My memory of that is hazy.
Yeah, just like Clucky
Except
the Chicken.
And the Joe Kage.
The Jokage. Weebla. And then the other name for Skarmory is also Little Kuribo. It's Mega Ultra Chicken, which is a reference to the winged dragon of Ra's name in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, which is Mega Ultra Chicken. Named as such for some reason.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Scratch from Sonic the animated series, who's a metallic chicken.
Yeah, I mean, I could
but-
have. I felt like I don't know, having chicken in the name seemed a bit better than Scratch, which could.
Yeah, I mean, Scratch is. Yeah, the name isn't as good.
Might think pork scratchings, but it's a chicken. It's not pig. What is it? Yeah. So Skarmory. Then I've got Reuniclus, which I have called Morpher, because the shiny colour, it turns it kind of blue, and it's got like a pinky bit in the middle, and it makes it look kind of like Morpher, which is one of the bosses for the Water Temple in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. He's kind of like a blobby water thing, kind of like Reuniclus is.
Oh, so it is.
Okay, I need to Google more.
Yeah, I never played that game, so I'm looking at
Although most of these names are
Good
Weeblats, if not all of them.
Google wants to know your location. The hell it does.
Not on my watch.
Buys a second VPN.
This episode is sponsored by NordVPN. Get 5% off your...
Get it now before the porn ban comes. Get it now before the porn ban.
God damn it, now I've got to put the thing on YouTube where it's like, oh, this has sponsored content. No.
No. But the porn ban won't affect the important stuff, so
It's fine, I'm not monetized.
well, like Reddit, because that's very easy. The porn ban is one of the most ridiculous things I have ever heard. And I could go into this for many, many hours, but I won't, because
We
it's
need
not that
a
cool
separate episode.
We'll have
out
after
fapping.
dark. All out fapping.
It's so stupid. It's not gonna work. I'm like,
I'll have to change it from a
I can't
totem to like a circle for a second.
But there's only 3 of us, so can we have a circle? Is that a triangle?
We'll invite Sam. Sam loves to talk about
It's just a
penis.
square.
We've already got one of those.
Squared circle of life.
Yeah, we did.
Square circle, yeah.
I just realised that's what you meant.
Yeah. Should we move on to the next one? So we've got for Alligator, the first of the T-Cat Krocs and Leafyboi trio. I wasn't really too sure what name I wanted to go for this. I was thinking like something along the lines of King K. Rool or King K. Kroc, because like Smash Bros came out, and then you can get a blue coloured one that's kind of like a for Alligator. So I was like, I could go with that. Which I know maybe I'll ring one time, but I've settled for now with its name that it had in season 2, which is TikTok Killer Kroc, and it was named as such after the Feraligatr in Twitch Plays Pokemon, the second run through where they played through Pokemon Gold or Crystal or something, where they started with Feraligatr, and everyone wanted it to die because obviously in the first one they killed off like their starter, and they killed off loads of things. There was the false prophet or whatever. And then, everyone just wanted the Feraligatr to die, so they're like, tick-tock, kill the Kroc, and every time they go to Pokemon Center, they try and go over to the computer to release it. But I think it managed to make it all the way to the end, so they could kill it, and it just beat the Elite Four on its own. So.
I honestly thought it was a Peter Pan reference, for like the
Well, I think
clock at that, but
I think probably
I
that's...
thought it was a Arkham Batman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Killer Croc is Killer Croc in Batman.
Well, it's supposed to be TikTok kill
so.
the Croc. And then it's TikTok Killer Croc because I don't want it to die. But I'm guessing the Peter Pan bit is probably why they said that in the first place. Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. So that's the name for alligator. Then we've got Incineroar. Which I've taken part of PK's name. So his Incineroar was called Tiger Zadark. I thought it was a great name. But I didn't want to just straight out copy it because I don't know, I kind of like having my own names, but it was such a good name I could only change it a little. So I was like, okay, well, it's got "za" in it, and I've just watched all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Finally.
So I've gone with a reference from from one of the main antagonists, Dio Brando. His special ability is Zawarudo. So he's Tiger Zawarudo, and Zawarudo, aka the world, is Dio's stand ability, which has the ability to stop time, and then he can do loads of stuff in it and then just kill his opponents while time is stopped. It's pretty OP. So yeah, that is the name for
spoilers.
It's not for like ages, so you probably just don't watch this episode again. You'll be fine.
I don't watch any of them, so it's fine.
Oh god. Well, the next one.
We'll just drop a steamroller on him.
Yeah. So the next one is Haxorus. Which actually isn't so much a weeb alert, more of a nerd alert, which I have called XX Leet Haxorus XX. But the spelling of Leet and Haxorus is with Leet speak, so 1s and 3s and 7s and
Leet
Haxors, yeah, Leet Haxorus. Because I was just like, I don't know what to call a Haxorus. Actually, it's got Haxor in the name, so let's go with that.
Yeah, it's got writes itself.
Yeah, it's kind of like you just send it out, you just want it to kill things, kind of like a noob playing Call of Duty for the first time. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill everyone, and then they just die, just like the Haxorus is. Then we have Pangoro, which is another JoJo reference. Weebler.
Yeah.
So this one is called Pangoro, which is a reference to Jotaro Kujo's stand, Star Platinum. Every time it attacks, it basically does loads of punches very quickly.
Isn't that just ripping off? Well, is that a reference to Fist of the North Star?
Yeah, so like
they're in the same vein.
Yeah, like the first JoJo's generation, it was based. I think actually the first two were sort of based off or inspired by the North Star.
Yeah.
So, and then so just kind of like when it devolved into its own thing, with like stand abilities when Generation 3 happened, which is what JB's talking about. Yeah. Like then it became, then it's still like more references because Otaro's got Ora, and Dio's got Muda. Like,
and then they fight each other, and then it's like Ora, Muda.
Typical anime, just screaming and shouting as you're fighting. It's fantastic.
Yeah, but as we are sponsored by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I had to.
And you can watch it on
Crunchyroll.com. Yeah,
free Crunchyroll month with your.
Yeah, coming on to Netflix soon.
Video all that Pummelling. Yeah.
So
I hope so. Is it coming to Netflix soon?
The first series
it is.
I'm
gonna watch the shit out of it when it comes to Netflix.
Yeah, so I had to have a few JoJo names in there, and JoJo references are just present in all things. Like even like I feel Dragon Ball Z
JoJo's
and
reference,
other things. Yeah, just take take things from JoJo. It was really, really interesting. Anyway, enough of JoJo for now. Let's move on to our tier 5. Well, my tier 5. So we've got the type null, which I've called type Steve. Reference two things. One, my Silverly before was called Steve. So depending on what plate it had, so it would be normal Steve or steel Steve or ground Steve or whatever. Which I just kind of like, because he's just like he's a normal guy, but he's you give him some personality by giving him a different thing. But this is just plain old type Steve now.
Oh, type Steve.
But this is also a reference. I had to get a weeb alert in here. So this is another Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged reference to Marek Ishtar's henchmen, which are all called Steve. And
that's how he controls them.
And obviously, as type null does evolve into Silverly, and you can have many different types, and there's many different Steves. I thought, it's very appropriate to call him Steve, type Steve.
Just going back to previous months a second, JoJo's only on American Netflix.
Oh,
came out on March.
Oh, it's alright, because when I get my porn VPN, I'll be able to switch it over to American Netflix.
You can just watch it on Crunchyroll. Like, there is always Crunchyroll. Our sponsor for this episode.
Our two sponsors tying in together to enable each other.
You're trying to buy and you get a free month.
I do need to get Crunchyroll.
Obviously, you don't need an account to watch it, but
but the ads on Crunchyroll are so annoying.
I honestly haven't used it in
plays
ages.
the same ad 4 or 5 times on every break. So you have to do, it does the intro to the anime, then it does the same advert 5 times, the same 30-second advert 5, which you don't realize how grating it is. You think, oh yeah, it's just little adverts, but no, it's really quite bad.
Yeah.
And then halfway through an episode, it does it another 5 times, the same bloody advert, and then what they do is they wait and they do another block of adverts just before the end of the episode. So you have to watch the adverts again
before the end of the episode.
Get the last, it's like the last 2 episodes and then the outro, and you're like, you bastards.
That's something to get premium.
Oh god, it's so annoying. And they're only 20-minute episodes, and you have to watch 3 blocks of ads. And so grating.
That's why
I can't remember the last time.
Yeah.
Well, there's obviously I've always torrented or used IRC for getting anime episodes, so you feel like horrible subs or whatever, or direct to the fan subbers themselves. So I haven't watched anything on Crunchyroll for
it was good when
I actually had no idea about the ad thing.
So
that sounds annoying. So if you want those,
it's very annoying.
It's just like they'll be like, we only have one sponsor this week, and it is Sony Bravia Television. So here we go, watch this same advert. Oh god, it's just horrible. Because
it's like, have you seen the Grand Tour? Well, here it is. It's back again.
I mean, Twitch, Twitch ads are bad enough every time you go there or say play the same ad. But imagine if it played that ad 5 times
in a row in the middle,
and then
of
it
one
did
show.
that 3 times every 20 minutes. So if you want to watch 3 or 4 episodes of anime or something, you have to watch add a little bit of anime, add a little bit of anime, add a little bit of anime. So you have to watch 2 blocks of ad when you start another episode.
Oh, fuck. Thing is,
I don't know if I can be honest.
It's kind of is a little bit similar to how it is in Japan. Like in Japan, you watch the opening for the anime, then you watch adverts, then you watch half the show, then you watch adverts, then you watch the rest of the show, you watch adverts, then you watch the ending credits. And it's just but at least they're different adverts. It's usually for anime and stuff, so you get to see.
Yeah, not just the same.
What was that?
Fucking Sony Bravia.
What was that show? There was when Twitch redid their ad thing, so the ad block stopped working for a brief minute. It was I'm an analyst.
I'm an analyst.
Get on the plane.
I can't go to Yemen. I'm an analyst.
I know. I've never seen that.
It's advert for. God, what even was it?
Not Jack Ryan. I was
it was something like that.
Remember the show.
I can't go to Yemen. I'm an analyst.
We had it as our group chat name for quite a while.
Amazon Prime's something. Jack Ryan.
Okay.
The trailer for. Yeah.
Name rater. We'll resume shortly.
Go check that out. It's it was so popular because everyone had to watch it. It became a freaking meme.
Yeah, until the ad block started working again.
Yeah,
It's
until
like,
it
oh, thank God.
updated to catch up with the new Twitch tech. For Christ.
Well,
I can't go to Yemen. I'm an out.
Just every time. And, like, you'd go to a stream, it'd play, and then, like, oh, the stream is like, if it's a league streamer or whatever, it'll be, okay, in the queue, like, we'll put it on again. It's like, oh my God.
The whole of Twitch chat just goes, I can't go to Yemen. I'm an out. Get on the plane.
Get on the
Get on the plane.
Oh my God. Right, I've got 2 more left, and then we're on. And then we've got another aim rate after, so
Yep.
be ready. So this one is for Altaria. Hasn't actually come to a game yet. I really want to bring it, but it just never seems to have a place against the enemies team. So we'll see if I can squeeze it in somewhere. Maybe this is the game I have to bring it. So Altaria, I have called it Bird.
Of course you have.
Bird.
Of course you have.
I was thinking of doing a right because it's kind of like a turkey. I was thinking, oh well, I've got a chicken, so maybe do a turkey. But I was actually no. So this is a reference to a Newgrounds cartoon. Don't know if that counts as a weeb alert. And the cartoon is called Bambi. So it's spelt instead of with an I, it's 2 E's, so BAMBEE. And it's a parody of the Bambi movie. And there's a scene where Thumper is showing Bambi what loads of different things are in the world. It's like, hey Bambi, look, that's a bird. And then Bambi's like, bird. And it's like, hey Bambi, look, that's a rock. And he points to a tree and he's like, bird. And then he points to a rock. He's like, hey, that's a tree. Bird. Like, hey, that's not a tree. Sorry, that's not a bird. Stupid.
That's a rock.
Bird. Bird. Yeah, he just says it's so funny. So I was like,
That came out like 12 years ago or something.
it did. It's really old and it's still funny.
Not too long because we looked it up like the other month or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Someone, I think one of us had like mentioned it.
Yeah.
And we looked it up and it's like, oh yeah, Newgrounds is still a thing.
Yeah.
There's still stuff on there. And we're like,
We keep
what?
like referencing stuff to like the decline of video gaming.
Hey,
Do you remember that shit?
hells yeah. I
Christ.
don't really remember it now, but I know it was great. Done by the Fast Bros, I think.
Is it?
No, the Fast Bros. That's your lot.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. But we're the fan.
Maybe they're also the
I'm
Fast.
in the Fast Bros.
I don't. Oh, God, I can't remember.
Did I create content on Newgrounds over a decade ago? Is that what
Before my
happened?
time?
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, no. I'm going to blow that one now because I'll
It's
look it
mainly
up
because
in the
we've been
next
playing
one.
Borderlands, and anytime you get set on fire, you just go, oh my God, I'm on fire. And that's pretty much the...
Yeah.
Oh god, strange thing of was it Dr. Octagonopus? And it's like, bet you can't eat this really hot pepper. Bet you can. No. Dr. Octagonopus.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we were so stupid.
Sure
what?
was.
I mean, but like, oh
This
my
isn't
god.
autoplay.
There's got to be things that have come on there in the last 10 years that other kids have grown up
Yeah,
now watching
that's
and are
yeah.
memeing about, but we have no idea they ever
So
existed.
we're now
It's
like,
true.
we're like the old men talking about like 70s TV shows, but it's just stupid Newgrounds like videos from the start of like the modern internet day. And it's like, that's
Bambi.
what we are now. We're
I
those
didn't
old
know
men
you
in
could
this,
fly.
Like, nursing home. Bambi.
Bird.
It just
I know
takes out
there
the
was a
other
little
thing.
bit of I had a little bit of revival with Newgrounds, and I started looking at it a bit in uni, sort of for nostalgia mainly.
Yeah.
Then there were some new. I was like, it's like Sexual Lobster, I think his name is, like Quest of the
Oh,
Quest of the
yeah.
Man-whore,
Oh,
and
yeah.
something like that. Was
Yeah, I remember seeing
I
that.
mean,
oh
That's
God.
insistent. I
Definitely
think I
sounds
watched.
like the Newgrounds games. I used to
I think I watched a couple of them, and I was like, not really my cup of tea.
Oh, like, I liked. It was just,
There are a lot of gems on there. The music section is actually really, really sick.
Yeah, I was about to say, you
Oh,
watched
yeah.
a load of music from there and like remix and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There was a lot on Newgrounds that was really good.
I have never been there,
Yeah,
never
it's
done that.
It's just got loads of remixes to like other songs or things from video games.
Yeah.
And they're usually really well done. Sometimes they're a bit shit, but sometimes you get some really good ones. Also, it was the Super Flash Bros, not the Fast Bros. So
Yeah,
That was it.
yeah, Super Flash.
the guy.
Our other sponsors
Oh, it was-
for this episode is Newgrounds and
Yeah.
Super Flash.
Affiliated with Egoraptor from egoraptor.com.
Also known as Game Grumps, our other sponsor for this.
I don't think I've ever watched anything Game Grumps has ever done.
You should check out the new album from Starbomb. Anyway, right, last Pokemon on this list.
On the first team.
Yeah,
The best one.
is
Go.
Leafeon, which I was like, I could just call him Leafyboi, but that's a little bit lame, so I'm going to call him Leafy Lad. Because he's a lad, isn't it?
Yes.
I wasn't feeling the names for a Leafeon. I was like, it's Leafyboi or nothing, so Leafy Lad it is.
Yeah, Leafyboi, which was the name of my Leafeon when I first played whatever it was from like Diamond Gem 4, was it? I think.
Yeah.
I think it was Diamond Pearl.
Diamond
yeah.
and Pearl for Leafeon and Glaceon.
Yeah. So that's the name of my my Leafeon, and that it was Leafyboi, and it's like one of my favorite Pokemon. I introduced that gen, and I was like, oh,
Yeah. And then
That's
it
my
became
Leafyboi.
your name for the show because it just kind of fit. And then
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah. Name for your Leafeon, and I will name it similarly. Again, because I don't like taking the name fully.
He's now a lad. He's gone from a boy to a lad.
He's
right?
grown up into a man.
He's grown.
and
My
he's
boy's all grown up.
Critting faces, taking names.
Ugh. Lads.
He killed a penguin one time. It was great.
Critting
Actually, well, he didn't
fucking
actually
stuff.
kill the penguin. He killed another thing and then mortally wounded the penguin.
There we go. Leafy Lad once mortally wounded a penguin. I mean, frankly, if I have that written on my grave, I'll be pretty. Here lies Joe. He mortally injured a penguin.
Right, go on then, guys. Take your pick. Any names you like, any names you don't like.
Jamie Rat's super fan. I really like. It's really good.
Yeah.
But then upon further reflection, it becomes more and more sinister. Because either he's like, oh look, I'm wearing the skin of our unborn child. You're like, oh no.
He likes rusty spoons.
That's
That's salad fingers.
Oh my God.
salad fingers. Which you can watch on Newgrounds.
You guys
right
start
Circa 2004.
Jeez.
15 years ago. Yeah. It's kind of like hard to pick one like my favorite because most of them are like references that we would say to one another.
Yeah.
Like directly. Like,
This is kind of a list that panders to
Leafy Lad is my
PK.
favorite. Yeah, it really does. So I think I've got to pick like Shadow the Hedgehog because the only one that's like a fresh
the Hedgehog,
one.
yeah.
Like, right.
Yeah, I really like Shadow the Hedgehog.
I think
Yeah,
that's probably my favorite, just because it's so. I don't know. For me, it's very
It works
clever.
well.
It's like it's my magnum opus.
One of those. He loves a Magnum. But JP.
Yeah, the Magnum Dar. Cool. Yeah, so that's my name ready. We spent probably a good 2 years on that one. Sorry guys.
Yeah.
Now to quickly whiz through our next name rated
Yeah.
league.
Who have
we
doesn't
got?
matter.
I've probably
We
got the wrong
have-
picture for this one as well. Let's see.
Oh, do you have it right? We
Uh,
have. Oh, wait.
No, I've got the wrong one. That's fine.
You got the wrong
I'll-
picture? Okay.
I'll edit it out.
It is
It's right now.
Chris Patella's Kingswood Kabutops, along with Marianne and Webb. Is that right? It's
Yeah.
just 3 trainers, right? Yeah.
Just-
okay.
only the 3 so far.
Just 3. Yeah, okay. Can't keep up with the number of trainers. I do not know how much input Webb and or Marianne had into this.
I'm wanting to know how much input that Nidoking is having into it, because look at him. He's he's so smarmy. He's like, yeah, Crispy, that's what you gotta do.
What
That'll
Nidoking?
get him good.
Oh, I see.
On
In
the-
yeah.
on the
I
edge,
was
yeah.
like looking through his team. I was like, I haven't got. There's no name for a Nidoking.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And then like the Fampi on Marius is like, what's that Fampi? We gotta kill them all? Okay.
Well,
Burn them all.
shall I jump on in?
Yeah, read it in the right
Yes.
order, please.
Dive in.
I'm reading the order they're written, and that'd be on Crispy's head if he's written them wrong.
Oh boy, here we go.
So first up, we have the Mega Tyranitar,
Ugh, that's one.
Strong start.
Yeah.
known as Gorosaurus.
Gorosaurus.
He says here's the thing. You want to go for the obvious Godzilla, but it's too obvious. So
Is
I've
that
gone to
Digger
my.
Ed with his Mecha Godzilla?
I mean,
I'm
we're not
just a
starting
messenger.
anything, but I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
He
gonna
said-
say it is, and he hates Ed.
So I've gone to my roots and dug through the roots of old Godzilla movies, heading back
films,
to
yeah.
destroy all monsters, where Godzilla, Gorosaurus, and other kaiju team up to destroy King Ghidorah. Did
King
I say
Ghidorah.
that?
Yeah, King
yeah.
Ghidorah. It's the two-headed dragon thing. Yeah.
I had to pick Gorosaurus because it's the only other T-Rex like kaiju, and then he says, apart from Bagan or Bagan, but I know
That's a
nothing of
Pokemon.
Gan.
Bacon.
Even though
It is.
Bagan, and Megatita are
Bacon.
very similar looking. There we go.
I don't know,
That's
one evolves from
Gorosaurus.
Salamence, and that is a Tyrannosaurus. So I don't know.
Didn't they? Because it was a Pokemon Go event day, community day, and it was a Bagan, and apparently it's Bagan. Like they officially tweeted out that it's pronounced Bacon.
To be fair, I've always called it Bagon. It's kinda like
Bagan. I can't
bagel.
remember what they said.
It's like a bagel. but
Let's
it's
see if I can
also-
find the post.
Because Shelgon is kind of like a bagel as well.
I just call it Bagan because it's the baby dragon. Like, why did it not be Bagan?
The official name
got a little handle on the top
pronunciation
and carry it like
guide
a bag.
from Smogon. Bagon is what they say on Smogon.
Or B-A-Y.
that's-
B-A-Y-G-O-N. Bagon.
Bagon. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a,
Because
it's a dragon.
Bagon is
but-
like
but not a dragon. Like,
Bagon's more of a British thing, whereas Bagon is more of an American thing, which is how they normally do the pronunciations. It's like we call it Suicune, and then they call it Sweetcoon.
I could. It's
I-
so soon.
I
Oh,
just,
it's Suicune, yeah.
I just called Pokemon completely wrong. I basically,
Gyarados.
when I was a young child, I used to
When I
misread their name once, and then would just call them the wrong thing forever. And then it's not until someone goes, "You realize it's this," and I go, "What? No, it isn't." And then look how it's spelled, and I go, "Oh, yeah, no, it's not." What I used to say, Suicune or
Suicune, yeah.
Suicune. I never definitely with a soft.
Suicune.
There's definitely been some pronunciations. and I'm just blank.
Suicune.
What?
I can't remember what I said, but yeah, there's a bunch of them.
That's a good one.
What?
If you look through old all-out pummeling or draft Alisas, then you'll probably spot a couple.
Yeah.
Crew and Black Goliscopod.
Yeah. Right. Second name, we have the Clefable, which is called Major Clanger.
Major Clanger.
Major Clanger. Clefable lore originates from the moon. And who else do we know lives on the moon? The Clangers.
Oh, the Clangers.
Yep. Major Clanger
Okay.
is the leader of the Clangers and has joined us and is a beautiful sight to behold. That's what he says.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so he's a Clanger. These little pink mice that live on the
Nice.
moon.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now that I know it's the Clangers.
Yeah. So next up, we've got the. I think this is wrong order. It's a Hippowdon.
Yeah,
No,
you're right.
no.
You're right. No, we're still good.
I
We're
was
still
like,
good.
You're currently
This
right.
isn't tier 1. This isn't tier 1.
No, it's tier 2, but he's only got the tier 1.
This is Shukaku.
Oh,
Weeb
Weeb
alert. Named after the one-tailed beast residing in Gaara from the Naruto anime.
Yeah, one of the best characters. Skip.
He says here, we had to have the Kingswood Kabutops maintaining at least one-tailed beast. I mean, we've dropped from 9 to 1, but he's still good, right? Right?
Yeah. I mean, he'd have fucked Naruto up, so it's fine.
I don't know. I mean, Naruto beat you with a Genin.
But that's because he's the main character.
Oh yeah, plot
Okay.
armor.
That's the plot armor. Gaara murdered so many fools in like that for
good.
that's pre-time skip stuff. So don't sleep on Shukaku.
Don't sleep on my boy Shukaku.
Don't be sleeping
Hell
on
yeah.
Shukaku. Next up, we have the Entei, who's called Excel. He says here,
Okay.
as the new homework king, I have to give credit to one of the main programs that helped me along with the along the way, and that's Excel. And then he says it's Excelente. Get it? It's Excelente. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch! Like, that's so good." It's excellent.
That's so shit. Oh my god.
I love it.
You son of a gun.
Yeah.
He
just did it.
Oh. Well, now I feel like Shadow the Hedgehog is like just child's play, kiddie pool stuff, and then excellent. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We have the Among Us, which is named Fungus Among Us. So he says here, well, apart from the obvious grabs of the pre-evolution and the evolution's names, it's also an album produced by Incubus. There you go. It's sort of, yeah, it all fits together nicely.
Not as good as my nickname, so it's fine.
Reginald.
Reginald.
No, it was Lucaria.
Oh, okay. Well, the fact that I couldn't remember your name.
I like Sam Geel's name for it. I don't think he's ever had it, but the name that he called it was Amodongus. Amodongus, which I think is a great. No, it was just Amodongus.
Odong.
Great
Get the
name for
moon
us.
dong.
Get the moon dong.
Is that what the clangers are here for? Or their moon dong?
I was going to go for another weeb alert, but I'll abstain.
No, go on.
Okay, go on.
Weeb alert. So in Gurren Lagann, there's there ends up being a robot the size of the moon. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, he's got an Among Us the size of the moon.
Spoiler alert.
Because it's like an
the moon
Amodongus
robot. Wasn't not just the size of the moon. The moon was literally one.
Yeah, well, I was trying not to spoil it, PDK.
Well,
I was saying this is a robot the size of the moon. Yeah.
Well, you have to bleep that out.
And also, it's a spoiler alert from a show that we watched at school. So, like, that was years ago.
It's a very good show, though.
I mean, I've only seen the first 8 episodes or whatever it was you showed in Anime Society. Weeb alert.
Yeah, it was 2007. We were still in Harlington then. I think it's fair game to have spoilers for that.
It's definitely one of my top 5 anime.
But it's not okay if I would do Endgame spoilers and Game of Thrones spoilers right now. That would be probably pretty good.
I don't know.
I mean, we will watch the episodes, yeah, and the movies.
I think we would probably get booed off Facebook and YouTube and the league.
Fine, we just got to give them fair warning. Fair warning that.
I mean, I can't believe that Goku showed up in both of them and killed everyone. It was just blew my mind. Frankly, I was shocked.
I mean,
Vegeta, wow. Weeb alert.
I mean, it's no Man Ninja, but it's fine.
And what?
Empoleon. I'm here to talk to you about Empoleon. Cool.
We got a minute to talk about our friend Napoleon.
His name
this one had a mortal wound.
Mortally wounded a penguin. My God. His name is Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay.
So it says here, we were thinking of going for something like Solid Peng or something out of the blue.
Peng.
Or something like that.
Peng
but then out of the blue,
Peng
Reddit
ting.
provided the answer. A post detailing the similarities between Empoleon and Napoleon Bonaparte came to light, and that was where he went for the name. Apparently they have the same height and possibly weight.
Oh.
Yes.
But it's a fat steel penguin.
Yeah, but
So for this one,
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's probably real heavy, right?
Yeah, he's a metal penguin.
But maybe he's not that heavy. Hang on.
He's a metal penguin.
he's a steel penguin.
Metal penguin.
Let's have a look.
Mortally wounded metal
Like,
Empoleon.
he is
Bulba Peak.
84.5 kilograms.
I mean, that's human-ish size. Yeah, that's human size.
That's
for sure.
yeah, that's slightly heavier than me, or about as heavy as me. Like,
Well, I
over
don't know
13
where he's
stone.
stalling all this iron steel.
Exactly.
that
I mean,
booty.
it's just
And
that
his
tie.
booty. Penguin got ass.
Every time I think Empoleon, this is a typo. I think Chill Penguin from the Mega Man X X1, X. But I just looked up to see. I wonder what else. Like, was it actually known as chill penguin? It's like yes, but in Japan it's known as icy penguigo.
Icy penguigo.
Yeah.
That would be if it was called that. That would be a Marion name and a half.
Yeah.
Icy penguino.
Oh god. And it's 5'7" is Napoleon.
5'7", 13. So that is a henchman. A squat right there.
I love the name Icy penguino.
I feel like that's the same height and weight as footballer Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard.
Why would you know his exact measurements, PK?
Because there was a thing online. There was an article online the other day in the Telegraph says why Eden Hazard took, so the secret to his success. So obviously I read it.
Well, you see, now you can call your penguin Eden Entry Hazard. You know, sets up stealth rocks.
That's it. Taking it next season.
Taking it next season. Icy Penguino or Eden Hazard.
Penguino. Depending on whether it's shiny or not, it'll change.
Icy Penguin.
It's a very icy penguin.
But yeah, so Napoleon Bonaparte or Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite, yes.
Dynamite. We're
next-
out of order. Oh, I just realised. He'd finally got one out
I
of
know.
order.
We are out of order.
Oh, it was
Shame.
going so well.
Shame. Shame. Give him the shame.
Just the one finger.
Yeah, it's from
stroke the
Simpsons.
finger.
That
Oh, is
one
it?
episode of Simpsons,
Which
yeah.
one?
There's a travel expert going to Springfield. I think he's meant to be like a Steve Irwin sort of rip-off.
Oh,
Something.
okay.
And basically there's like a riot in town or something and it all goes wrong and he goes, "Shame on you! Shame on you!" and just and gives everyone the shame finger as he goes around town.
What?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's stuck with me.
Oh my god, that's genius.
The link is in
Have
the
you
TeamSpeak.
linked it?
I have
Okay.
linked it. So we can add
Oh,
that.
on
yeah,
you.
I'll add it in.
I was thinking maybe we could visit the hospital now.
Perhaps a stick of gum will lighten your mood.
It always has in the past. Ow! Finger pain? I thought I had gum coming. That tears it. I've been smiling for 47 years, and you two broke my streak. Shame on you, and shame on you, and shame on your whole ill-mannered town.
Hey, that guy's shaming us. My self-esteem sure didn't need that.
Ow!
Yeah, get out, shaming.
Shy.
Okay.
So
nice.
then, right, where do we get to? Next up,
Icy
Slowking.
penguin.
Icy Penguin. Next up, we have the Slow King, who is known as Gertlash.
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 That's a perfect crispy name for a slowboat bassman.
He says
Just
here,
hear it in his accent.
Yeah, Gertlash.
it's fitting that the Kingswood Kabutops move on to their younger, more attractive model of Gert Lush, as opposed to who is the younger sister to Gert Rude. And then he says in brackets, "Come at me, Ray."
Ooh.
Oh, he's throwing shade.
So Crispy, who drafted the Mega Slowbro last season, is like, you know what? You're so 2018. We got the new 2019 spice here in Slowking.
Indeed, it's
Put
the
in-
younger, hotter model.
Putting shoulders on your head for fashion.
The whole generation younger, whole generation hotter.
Oh. That was the direction I didn't want that to go.
Well,
a generation younger sounds so wrong.
because it's second gen, not. No.
Yeah, I get it.
But then, I mean, yeah, that's all he's got written there. But also, Gertlash, it's proper,
Lush.
Bristolian Somerset.
Yeah.
Gertlash,
Gertlash.
Gertlash, mate. Oh,
Do they say
There.
Gertlash over there?
yeah.
Do they add the Gert bit?
I mean, it's your area of the
say-
world.
Gert
Gertlash.
has died out a bit. Gert
Is
was
Gert,
very.
Gert actually a thing?
Yeah, Gert was like.
Was it?
proper- yeah,
What's
Gert
Gert
massive,
mean? I thought it was
like
just
very.
very.
Yeah, so if
Oh.
it's something big, it's Gert big. If it's very big,
That's Gert big, that.
oh, it's Gert lush. It's really lush.
Ah.
Yeah, it's just like
I always thought it was because Gertrude, so it was like there's Gertrude.
I mean, Gertrude is just a name, but
Yeah, so that's why I
Somerset-
thought when it was Gertrude.
Gertrude,
It
that
was
means
just the Gert from Gertrude.
but no, Gert is it's
Ah,
a
do you know
Somerset
Gert
thing.
was
So
the
it's
same thing?
Gert. So he's saying Gertrude is in it's like very rude.
I'm learning.
Yeah, learning
So
this
it's
Southwestern
Bristolian Somerset.
slang.
Yeah, Southwest. Gert.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have that word here.
Gertlush.
The more you know. Lovely. So, what's the next one?
Next up, we have the Hariyama,
Hariyama.
whose name is Skaboodle.
PK's just like, oh, hurry up! Oh.
So good, and the Hariyama. Skaboodle. He says, this is basically a joke I got from Game Grumps, who is, as we know, our sponsor for the episode.
Yeah.
Those
Shout-outs
I've watched
to
a
Game
lot
Grumps.
of. We love them.
He just says, you need to watch the video to understand, and I can't explain it without ruining the joke. So, I can't remember off the top of my head what Skaboodle is referencing.
Skaboodle.
Something
I don't-
I've never
I
seen.
don't remember off the top of my head.
You should have spoiled the joke so we could understand the joke.
Well, we might have to try and scour out the video. Insert the video here, JP.
He's like, what's the difference between a moodle and a baloodle? Skaboodle!
I think my favorite is probably Mayor Luigi, who was like, death approaches! And then he just goes into a door and escapes a shy guy killing him. Yeah.
My favorite at the moment is, did you point? Did you point?
What was that?
It was from, they were playing something on stream, and he wanted to say, did you win, or did you manage to do it? But he just gibberished it and went, did you point? Did you point? As he walked into the room overexcited. And now they keep doing it whenever. And they'll be like, did you point?
Did you point? Yeah. There's one more really good. It was on a Christmas special or something where they were doing a game where they, it was like they were in a cabin thing, and there was a guy saying that he was shooting something, and then he missed, and he shot again, and he missed again, and they went on like that for ages, and it was really funny. Anyway, enough about Game Grumps because PK has lost all interest in the show.
Sorry, everyone else lost all interest in the show hours.
Yeah, I was going to say, it would have lost as soon as I started talking about
This
anime.
is a show purely standing up
Purely
on
for
the
Ray.
foundation of references.
No, this show is
Love a
purely
good
for
callback.
Ray.
Love it.
That's it.
This is the Ray show. We do it just for
Yeah.
Ray, and frankly,
You
we'll
just
do it
for his
forever for Ray.
pleasure.
We'll do anything for Ray's pleasure.
Anything for Ray. Oh, we get likes from John. I think John watches it, and Chris Wev. I think he watches it as well. Yeah, we got a big
As long as we've
viewer
got more audience members than we do hosts,
Yeah.
We know Alana at least watched the RSRs because she's taken a lot of the names that we gave her. For the
Yeah,
podcast.
that's true.
Yeah. So we've got at least 3 or 4 viewers, maybe.
That's true.
And me, I watch as well. That's 5.
I can't even use the quote. There's dozens of us.
There's like a dozen of us or something.
There's like
Not even
maybe
a
half a
dozen of
dozen of us.
A pack of eggs worth. 6
Depends how big
Bunch of eggs worth.
bunch of eggs worth.
Not even a baker's dozen, though. That's
Not even a baker's dozen.
But that's more than a dozen. We don't even have a dozen.
Is it? Oh, I do. What?
A baker's dozen is 13.
I might start calling people Eggsworths because it's just they'll be like, "What?" And I'm like, "You fucking egg."
You fucking eggs. Well,
Eggman and the Eggsworths.
I'm hoping
it's coming to a town near you.
I'm hoping that the next mon on this list it has an Eggsworth amount of spikes on its back.
Oh, I see. I get it. You're saying it's got 6 spikes on it.
Yay!
So next up is Rotom Frost, who doesn't sound joking. It's not Rotom.
If I can find some cricket noises, oh boy, they'll be playing.
We have the Pyukumuku, who is known as Rimuru or Rimuru.
Rimuru.
Oh
Rimuru?
god! It's allow me to educate you. It's Rimuru Tempest.
Rimuru Tempest.
Rimuru.
A very good show.
He says, yep, I'm full weeb and enjoying watching The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. A very humorous and fun anime where you guessed it, the lead character is a small blob of slime and is rather OP if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
He is very OP. But
He's so good.
The best thing about that character is that he was just like a salaryman, and when he died, he was protecting a friend who was about to get stabbed, and then his dying wish was for him to put his computer into the bathtub to delete everything off the hard drive. This is his dying wish.
Yeah. It's a good show.
Very, very good show. It's on break at the moment. It's sad.
I need to start writing a list of all the ones I need to go and watch, because I'm still on 7 Deadly Sins at the moment.
I did that when I first started, so my list is about 1,500 shows.
Yeah, to be fair, it's actually quite a good idea if you are planning on watching a bunch of anime to make a list of them, because I've done it. It's made it so much easier to keep track of what ones I have seen, what ones I haven't seen, and if I start something and then I don't finish it, I can be like, okay, well, I was on episode like 27 or something.
Yeah,
and then I can come back to it from that point. It's a really good idea to do.
I don't do that.
Analyst, sponsored by Analyst. Yeah.
Oh, my anime list. Like,
my anime list. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't have any list like, because I've watched like so many each season. A list of what I'm watching this season, so I remember to download the next episode, and that's about it. I'm usually watching like 10 to 15 different shows every like season.
You watch things on like 2 times speed, and I don't understand that.
That's true. I know a load of people, because I watching things with like 2 times speed or 1.5 times speed on YouTube, like that's just normal speed for me now. Watching something on 1 time speed
timing is surely ruined, because it's just
because
the pause is half as long.
It's like I see it losing anything for me, because like. Just 1 time speed for anything is too slow. Except for like, okay, even podcasts, you have to listen to a 1 time speed, because I'm listening to them at work, so I want to make the most, waste the most time just to do it at work. But
do you listen to All Out Pummelling at 2 times speed?
Yeah.
Oh god,
most of the time it's 2 times speed. But I'll usually, if it's something a part that I remember that I actually want to watch, is at 1.5 times speed.
A bit when you start monitoring and you want to listen back.
Yeah. So we talk about the Game Grumps. It's like 4 times speed, 4 times speed.
No, so just looking at myself, rolling my eyes during that part and saying, "Oh yeah, what did I do during that part?" And it's like I was doing something stupid. I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, your eyes are going back and forth for like 3 minutes.
And it's like I'm looking quite hot there.
Pretty toasty. Pretty tasty.
Next up, we have the Dustclops.
Dustclops.
Written down here. Are you just remembering Molester?
Yeah,
I am.
Those hands.
Those hands.
Goddamn hands. Right, he's got written down here various names, because if you notice, the Dustclops will change name every match. He says, I think he's only been to 1 match so far, where he was Ron Swanson or Tom Selleck, but basically I forgot to change his nickname, and one of those team discussions we agreed to go for various nicknames of macho mustachioed men. It's a hard thing to say 3 times fast. Macho mustachioed men. Yeah. Oh, okay. But he says he wanted the nickname Polyphemus, the Cyclops from Greek mythology.
Oh, okay.
But accidentally brought Tom Selleck to the first match, so then they sort of were locked into this mustache named.
Wasn't one of Marianne's things called Tom Selleck last season? I feel like it's a Marianne.
I don't think so.
Did she have
like
Dustclops? Someone have Dustclops?
Did.
I'll have a look quickly. Season 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah. To be the season 3 rosters. Got them on the old.
She did have Dustclops. She did.
Okay, so maybe she called it Tom Selleck.
I feel like that was called Tom Selleck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check the tapes.
Good name.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So then next up we have Rotom Frost, who's called Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
What killed the dinosaurs? The ice age! Let's kick some ice! If you haven't got it yet, you need to rewatch 1997's Batman and Robin.
Okay.
There you go.
That's a solid name.
Yeah.
Who's
So
the
ice
Batman in that
cold.
one?
All right.
Clooney
George
Batman.
Clooney. That was Clooney.
That's the
Clooney
one
and
I've
Arnold
seen the most.
Schwarzenegger.
Right. I have.
You've seen them both.
Out of the Batman films, like, this thing is the one I've seen the most because
I'm-
I've barely seen any of them. I'm not gonna lie.
The rest of them are like 2 years long.
It's the one where he's got nipples on his bat suit.
It's Batman Forever that's the one that I've seen the most because that has
Genuinely.
"Kiss from a Rose" in the OST.
He has bat nipples. Have you not?
Are you going to link us Batman's nipples?
I am. I totally am. And I'm gonna link you.
I don't want
And I'm
to put
gonna
this
make-
on the video.
You're gonna put it up on the screen. Yep. Here we
Okay.
go. This
Right.
is. And I might. There's a really good GIF I know that really shows off when he's putting on the suit.
It's like Captain Falcon.
T3.
Oh god. Yeah, you see it now.
I'm seeing it.
It's just the,
Just makes
here
me
we
think of Captain
go.
Falcon.
Now this is the real one. Here's the video that you're gonna have to put up. There we go.
Okay. I can't watch that now because it'll deal.
God, it's
It shows off their asses when they're suited up and just like nipple and thigh and butt shots.
I got a crotch shot.
From Batman and Robin.
Oh god. Well, enjoy that.
Yeah, I need to watch the film again because I haven't seen it so fucking stupid. Oh god. Right.
But yeah, that's
Any
that's all
favourites
the
from?
names.
That's all the names, I believe.
Well,
So,
it's got to be Excelente, right?
I know, right?
Excelente. Excelente.
As soon as I read it, I was like, how the fuck did I not see that sooner? I thought, oh, Excel, that's a weird
Excel.
name for an NT.
Yeah.
Never put it together.
Yeah, like in a match, I saw Shukaku, and I was like, yeah. And then I saw Rimuru, and I was like, yeah. I was like, Excel what?
Excel? Ooh, fair. I mean, okay. Maybe Excel's the competitor. I don't know. It's a bit shit, though. But no,
Yeah, something to do with
Excelente.
extreme speed.
Whoa.
I like
I
any.
feel like my first reaction to that is like, oh, that's so shit. Like, it's so good. Like, fuck's sake.
Yeah. I like any name that's got Saurus in it, so Gorosaurus is pretty cool. Napoleon Dynamite just works, it's Napoleon. I wish it was called Amadongus. Amadongus. Yeah, no, that's some solid stuff there.
Yeah.
I think
Good set of nicknames.
Excelente is
Excellent.
That's good nicknames.
well done.
That's
Well
up
done
there.
on
That is one of the best names.
If I had a hat on,
That's
I would
going in the
take it
Hall of
off to
Fame.
you.
It's
Hall
going
of
in the
Fame.
Hall of Fame, yeah.
Up there with Gringo Bandito, Jamie Rat.
Yeah. Well, I think it was 8-inch Pecker and Chewy Louie.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a 10-inch Pecker?
Was it 14-inch?
Was it like 18-inch Pecker?
9-inch Peck?
Was it a foot long?
I thought it was 8-inch Pecker. It could have been 9-inch
Probably, I don't know.
I'll get my tape measure. We'll find.
Oh yeah, you're seeing Rob this weekend, aren't you?
Oh,
Oh,
I
baby.
am. Yes.
Yes.
For platonic reasons.
Staying over all day, are you?
Oh, is that 8-inch Pecker your favourite bird, JP? Is that what it is?
Bird. And on that note,
And my
I think-
favourite bird is my missus. Let's go.
oh, that's a
So
good
we
one.
segue to the end of the show.
Well, you've blown your yeah.
I've blown your
all-out
loader
public
in.
end.
Yeah, that could have
There
been
you go,
your-
that could have been your end.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God,
think it's someone else now.
Your closer. Now you got to come up with
yeah.
something else around there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, guys, thanks very much for watching that. Hopefully, there wasn't there was a lot of chatter in that one, but
People love the chatter.
Try the
People love
chatter.
the chatter. We like the chatter.
We
so
have a lot of fun
screw you
doing
if you
it.
don't.
We have a lot of fun doing it, so hopefully it's enjoyable to listen to. If it's not though, then yeah, like Joe says, fuck you. So yeah, I think we're coming up to the end of round 6, I think. So round 6 coverage will inevitably come out in the near future, hopefully. And yeah, we'll probably do some little end of the playoffs, or end of the group stages stats. Maybe I'll do some more graphs like I did last time.
Balls, yeah.
Have a little discussion about how we think it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good? Right. Unless anyone else has got anything to add?
Don't think so.
PK, it's your time.
And as we say at the end of every episode of Without Pummelling, the night is dark, full of disappointed finishes. Good night.
Oh, this isn't a disappointing thing. But it is now. Bye.
That ending though.